Yo, what's up? We're going to be doing a tier list ranking every single WWE superstar based off of in-ring ability. So I would say that we're doing all of this off the top of the dome, but I already recorded this and accidentally deleted it as soon as I recorded it. So I have already went through this list. But anyways, my criteria for this list, obviously, really good in-ring, just skill, plain flat talent and skill, showman ability, how you work the crowd, how you work your character, work your injuries, selling, everything like that. Aura, everything. In-ring only. You know the rules. I did every superstar that's not basically only fighting in tag team matches, people that have tons of singles matches. So the likes of Pretty Deadly, DIY, Angelo and Montez, they aren't going to be on this list. First off, we got Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods, perfect to describe B in my opinion. I think he's like genuinely perfect for the B tier. Very average, little above average wrestler. Miz, same exact thing to me. He's going to be at the top of the B tier probably for most of this video. He's going right above Xavier Woods. Next, we got Tama Tonga. I think he's going to be our first person in C tier. I think his selling's really good. I think we just haven't had enough time to let him shine, you know. Solo Sikoa, he's going to be our first D tier, and this is nothing against Solo. There's just, you know, it's pretty much all really good names on this list. Next, we got Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas. Again, in my opinion, just hasn't had a lot of room to shine so far. We're still going to put him in C tier, though. Seth freaking Rollins. This is going to be our first S tier, and he might even lead S tier by the end of this. He's arguably the best in the world, for sure one of the best in the world. He's my favorite wrestler in the world, so there's definitely some bias there, but I definitely think he's S tier. Sheamus, this is an arguable S tier to me. We're gonna have him as our first A tier, kind of set the pace for A tier. Sheamus, banger after banger after banger. You already know the rules. Santos Escobar, I think he's slightly overrated because I think there's a lot of group of people that like to say that he's underrated, and I really don't see it. I think he's kind of slow. Not a big fan of Santos in the ring. We're going to put him at the bottom of C tier. Next, Ludwig Kaiser. This is another B tier to me and definitely could move up to A tier once he gets more matches under his belt, maybe some pay-per-views. We're going to put him right in the middle of B tier. R-Truth would be B tier to me all time probably, but age kind of keeps him at C tier. He's one of the oldest, even D tier, honestly. He might have to go in D tier. I think Truth and Omos are going to also go in D tier with Solo. Might be the only people by the end of this video. Shinsuke, this is a B tier to me. Arguable S tier. All time arguable. Arguable A tier, but all time arguable S tier. But definitely right now B tier to me. We're gonna put him at the top of B. Sami Zayn, this is another A tier to me. As much as I'm not the biggest fan of Super Sami Homeless Hogan, ever since the IC title run to lately, although I am a big fan of his feud with Kevin Owens. I hope that goes well. JD McDonough, arguable A tier, selling's off the charts. I think he's going to be modern day Dolph Ziggler. Just trust me on that. But as for now, we're going to put him in the B tier. Roman Reigns, this is another A tier at the top of A tier. Roman Reigns, one of the best storytellers in the ring right now, or possibly one of the best all-time in-ring storytellers. Arguably the best in-ring storyteller all time. Roman Reigns, amazing. His selling's really good. Love Roman. Rey Mysterio all time would be A, arguable S. As for modern day, I think he's definitely not worthy of going in C, but I would rather have him in B. I think we're going to put Rey about right here. I think Rey still cooks. The Viper, Randy Orton, he's an A tier to me. His selling, the way he sells injuries is off the charts. Love Randy selling. I'm a big fan of selling, and I just think Randy's really good. He puts on a good show. Everything about him really good in the ring. Love his moveset. Karrion Kross, I think if he had time to show himself more, he could be higher. I am a fan. We're going to put him in C tier. Next, we got Penta. This is another A tier. For someone that I was worried about the fact that I might not really fully like them or care about them, I have really enjoyed Penta's matches. I've looked forward to a Penta match every time, and that's saying a lot because I thought I wouldn't care about him. LA Knight, this is going to go into B tier. LA Knight at the beginning of his time in WWE would have put him in C tier. I wasn't really a fan, but that match with Logan Paul at SummerSlam, amazing match. Match with AJ Styles WrestleMania, amazing match. He's put on some good U.S. title matches. I actually really like AJ Styles. I think he belongs in B tier. Next, we got Pete Dunne, Butch. This is probably going to be a C tier to me. I'm just not a fan of his style. I'm not a fan of the dislocating stuff. I think it's overused. It's the same spots every match. Andrade, this is another B tier to me. I would love to put him in A tier. I love his moveset so much. Like, his moves get me hype, especially that elbow. I love his offense. Other than that, crowd's not super involved. He's not the absolute greatest. He's not a great seller. Just kind of average. But I love his moveset. Next, we got Jey Uso. This is going to be another D tier. I'm just kidding. We're going to put Jey Uso in the B tier, especially during the Bloodline days. A lot better during his tag team days, when you could kind of mask a lot of stuff. But even now, I don't think he's awful, like a lot of people like to say. I'm not the biggest fan, but we're going to put him in the B tier right around here. Let's just go ahead and do Jimmy. We're going to put Jimmy right above Jay. I think Jimmy's a little better than Jay in the ring. Enough said. Jacob Fatu. When it comes to aura, I think that kind of has to do with in-ring skill because the crowd's more involved. Everything seems stronger. We're going to put him at the top of B tier. I really want to put him in A tier, but I don't think he's earned it yet. Next, we got Finn Balor. This is an A tier that's definitely earned it, maybe even earned more. We're going to put him right behind Sheamus. I think Finn Balor is amazing in the ring. That match that he just had with Seth definitely proved it. Kevin Owens, this is another A tier to me. We're going to put him right at the end of A tier. I think Kevin Owens is really underrated. I think he's going to be one of the most underrated of our generation of wrestling. That feud with Cody, amazing what he did for it. The match, that ladder match is going to be one of the best matches of the year. Kofi Kingston, he's a B tier to me current day. We're going to put him right here above Jimmy. Yeah, we're going to put him right there. John Cena, this is a rough one because all time, I'm definitely putting John with Roman and A. I think they're two of the best in-ring storytellers of all time. I think John, basically everything I said about Roman. But current day, we just haven't seen it, so I'm going to put him at the top of B. Braun Breaker, A tier to me. Love Braun. Everything about him in-ring, amazing. It's entertaining. He's just great at everything. Ilya, this is, to me, an S tier. I don't know if it's fair to put him in S tier yet, though. That's the issue. I think he might have it, but we're going to put him right here in A tier. Next, let's go ahead and throw Cody Rhodes up here in the S tier. We all know he's S tier. You're getting 5 stars from Dave Meltzer, putting him on with Seth Rollins. There's a reason they paired these two together 3 times in a row for Cody's debut feud. CM Punk, I think that's an arguable S tier. Definitely all time in the S tier. But as for now, we're going to put him in the A tier. Current day, he still had that 5-star with Drew, but other than that, he's just not the same person as he used to be, but I do enjoy his matches still. Theory, I think Theory's going to go in the B tier. I really love Theory in the ring. I actually do. I can't wait for his push. Obviously, his selling is the best part about him. Carmelo Hayes, to me, this is an A tier. We're going to put him right here with Braun Breaker. These two interchangeable, love them both. Carmelo, can't wait for his push. I think it's going to take a little bit before we actually get that Carmelo Hayes push. I know a lot of people like to complain about the way they've booked him, but it's unfortunate you can't push everyone at the same time, and WWE has so much talent right now. Not the biggest Damian hater. I hate the way they're using him, but I do really like his moveset. I really do. I like the little jiu-jitsu stuff he does. I like his finisher. There's a lot I like about him. His selling is awful, though. He doesn't sell, he's super Damian. Next, we got Drew McIntyre. This is an A tier to me. Obviously, just had the 5-star with Punk, put on the feud. He's S tier when it comes to a character. Obviously, this is in-ring only. He just puts on banger matches somehow, and he's not the most talented, but he just puts on banger matches. Braun Strowman, to me, this is going to be top of D tier. Maybe Solo's a little better, but other than that, right here. Brock Lesnar, to me, I could put him in A tier. All time, I'm probably putting him at the top of an A tier. But current day, we're going to put him at the top of B tier. We haven't seen him too much. We haven't seen him since the SummerSlam match with Cody. But Brock Lesnar's selling super underrated. I instantly think of that WrestleMania 31 moment where he's flopping around like a fish after Roman killed him one time. He can make someone else look absolutely amazing. While we're here, let's throw Bronson Reed down here in the B tier. Sorry, I can't believe I thought about putting him down here. I love Bronson Reed. I think he's amazing. I think he's a big guy that works. People like Otis, Bronson Reed, they don't work every time. I think Bronson Reed really works. Logan Paul. Logan Paul is definitely arguably an S tier. We're going to put him in A tier, though, to stay away from haters. But Logan Paul, really good in the ring. It's like he was born for this. He's so good. I absolutely love Logan. I think he's amazing. Dominic Mysterio. This is a B tier to me. Dominic's pretty good in the ring. I actually really enjoy Dominic. Gunther, definitely an S tier. Arguably the top of S tier. Chad Gable, S tier. AJ Styles, S tier. all of these people going in S tier 100%. I don't think there's any other argument for them. If you're not a fan of Chad, maybe you can put him lower. Other than that, these 4, and I would include Chad, easily S tier with no other argument, in my opinion. But yeah, that's going to be the ranking. Screenshot it. Let me know your opinion. Check out the TikTok. You know the rules. Like the video. Subscribe.